What if I told you that her apology isn't the answer, and that the real power lies in what comes next? You're hurt. You're confused. She said she's sorry, but that doesn't change the fact that you were left in pieces. What if I told you that the most powerful thing you can do now isn't accepting her apology, but transforming yourself into someone she'll regret ever walking away from? The pain you're feeling right now, it's not your weakness, it's your strength in the making. The very thing that's tearing you down can build you into someone unrecognizable to her. Someone she never thought she'd lose. It's not about revenge, it's about control. Right now you have two choices. Let her apology be enough to heal you, or use this as the catalyst to become someone she'll wish she never left. If you're ready to turn this into your greatest comeback, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I control my future, not my past. Let's get started. Number 1. Silence is louder than closure, the power of non-reaction. When she reaches out to apologize, your immediate reaction may be to respond, to explain your hurt, or even to accept her apology with the hope of some sort of closure. But here's the truth. Responding doesn't bring closure, it only reopens the wound. When you choose silence instead of reacting, you regain control of the situation. Silence isn't a game or manipulation, it's your way of setting boundaries and reclaiming your emotional space. Imagine the chaos of a storm, where every wave seems like it will break you. But by choosing silence, you allow the storm to pass without being swept away. Your silence serves as a shield, protecting your peace, and forces her to confront the reality that she no longer holds power over your emotions. By not engaging, you don't just take control of the conversation, you take control of your peace of mind. Here's the opportunity you now have. Your silence creates an emotional reset. By choosing not to react, you force her to sit with the discomfort of her actions. It's in this space of uncertainty that she begins to reflect on the impact she's had on your life, and you reclaim the emotional control you once gave away. This is not about being cold or distant. It's about standing strong in your own emotional integrity. What can you do? The next time she reaches out, resist the urge to respond immediately. Instead, pause, take a step back, and allow your silence to speak louder than any words could. Use this time to reflect on your own growth, focus on your well-being, and let your emotional space be a sanctuary. The psychological impact of this shift is clear. Your silence plants doubt in her mind. She'll wonder why you're not reacting, why you're not desperately seeking answers. This confusion will challenge her assumptions about the situation, making her reflect on her choices. Your quiet strength becomes a powerful force that forces her to reconsider her actions and question the depth of her impact on you. Now, speak out and comment below. I control my mind, no one else does. Number 2. Don't explain yourself, let her wonder, the power of mystery. When a breakup happens, it's natural to feel the need to explain your feelings, your pain, and the situation's impact. You might want to show her why things went wrong, to clarify your position, or to seek validation. But here's a crucial truth. Explaining yourself weakens your position. It gives her the answers, the certainty, and the control she doesn't deserve. Instead, let her wonder. Keep the mystery alive. Imagine a book with pages torn out. The story doesn't make sense, and the reader is left questioning the plot. By not revealing every detail about your emotions or your thoughts, you become an unfinished story, one that she can't stop trying to figure out. This mystery keeps her engaged, forces her to ask herself questions, and shifts the power dynamics in your favor. When you hold back, you leave room for curiosity to grow. Here's the opportunity you have now. When you withhold your explanations, you create space for her to reconsider her assumptions. She'll begin to wonder what you're feeling, what you're thinking, and where you're going. This uncertainty gives you the power to shape how she perceives the situation. You become the one in control of the narrative. What can you do? The next time she reaches out or tries to get an explanation, resist the urge to explain yourself. Keep your feelings private and allow her to wonder about your emotional state. Let her perceive your absence and your silence as something deeper than a rejection. It's a reflection of your self-control and self-worth. This move doesn't just protect you emotionally, it also makes you far more intriguing and attractive. The psychological impact of this is powerful. When you stop explaining yourself, you force her to do the emotional work. She will begin to question her own actions, wonder if she misunderstood the situation, and start to see you in a new light. The more you keep her guessing, the more she will be drawn to you. Now speak out and comment below. I control my mind, no one else does. Number 3. The mirror effect. Show no hurt. In moments of pain, especially after a breakup, it's tempting to let your emotions spill out. You may want to show your hurt, your frustration, or your confusion in the hope that someone will understand or feel your pain. But here's the truth. When you show your hurt, you give power to those emotions. You make yourself vulnerable in a way that takes away your strength. The most powerful thing you can do in these situations is to show no hurt, to remain composed, and to reflect strength rather than pain. Imagine a mirror reflecting back what you give it. When you express hurt, the mirror reflects vulnerability and weakness, which only feeds into the situation. But when you show composure and resilience, the mirror reflects a strong, emotionally intact version of yourself. This not only protects your emotional state, but it also sends a clear message that you are not dependent on anyone's actions to validate your worth. Here's the opportunity you now have. Instead of giving in to your emotions, use this time to practice emotional control. The more you maintain your composure, the more you regain your power. Your calmness will challenge her perception of the situation and make her wonder whether you were truly affected or whether you've grown stronger. By not showing your hurt, you reinforce your emotional boundaries and reclaim your personal strength. What can you do? The next time you feel the urge to react, pause and take a deep breath. Acknowledge your feelings internally, but resist the urge to show them externally. Practice emotional discipline, whether it's by meditating, journaling, or focusing on activities that help you regain your equilibrium. By doing so, you'll start to feel more in control of your emotions and less dependent on external validation. The psychological impact of this is significant. When you show no hurt, you make her question her decisions. She'll wonder why you're not reacting the way she expected, and this uncertainty will create doubt. Your composure will shift the power dynamics, leaving her to reconsider the weight of her actions and their impact on you. Now, speak out and comment below. I control my mind, no one else does. Number 4. Rebuild in the shadows. Growth without display. After a breakup, the instinct may be to announce your progress, to share your victories, and to show the world how far you've come. But here's the powerful truth. True growth happens in silence. You don't need to showcase your improvements for validation. Let your actions speak louder than any words could. When you work on yourself without broadcasting it, you send a clear message that your value comes from within, not from others' acknowledgement. Think of it like a tree growing in the forest. No one sees it, but over time it becomes stronger and more resilient. The tree doesn't need validation from anyone to keep growing, it just does. Similarly, when you focus on your personal development quietly and without fanfare, you don't need anyone's approval. Your growth becomes a testament to your inner strength, and in time it will be recognized. Not because you flaunted it, but because you lived it. Here's the opportunity you now have. Instead of seeking attention for your progress, focus entirely on becoming the best version of yourself. Improve physically, mentally, and emotionally, but do so for yourself, not for anyone else. The more you invest in your own growth, the more valuable you become. You're not trying to impress anyone, you're proving to yourself that you are worthy of your own love and respect. What can you do? Start by focusing on your personal goals and avoid the temptation to share every step of your progress. Let your actions speak for themselves. Whether it's working out, reading, or pursuing your career, keep moving forward in silence. This will allow you to build your self-worth without depending on others to recognize your efforts. The psychological impact of this is strong. As you quietly rebuild, you create a sense of mystery around your growth. People, including your ex, will begin to wonder about the changes they're seeing in you. They won't understand how you've come so far without them, and that uncertainty will make them question their decision to walk away. You've become someone whose value speaks for itself. Now speak out and comment below. I control my mind, no one else does. Number 5, the comeback isn't loud, it's inevitable, the strength of silent transformation. After a breakup, it's tempting to want to make a big statement about your comeback. You might want to post on social media about how you've moved on, or you might feel the need to show the world that you've improved. But here's the truth. True transformation doesn't require fanfare. It doesn't need to be broadcast. Real change happens quietly, and it's in the subtle shifts you make that your true power lies. Think about a river carving through stone. The river doesn't announce its presence, it just flows. Over time, the consistent force of the river shapes the landscape, and eventually the stone is changed. You're the river. Your transformation doesn't need to be loud or attention-seeking, it simply needs to be steady, consistent, and true. The moment you focus on improving yourself, not to impress anyone but for your own growth, the transformation becomes inevitable. Here's the opportunity you have now. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself without the need for recognition. Work on your physical health, mental resilience, and emotional strength. Not because you need to show anyone how strong you are, but because you deserve to be your best self. As you grow, the results will be undeniable, but the change will come from within. You will become someone who is no longer defined by their past, but by the strength and growth they have cultivated within themselves. What can you do? Focus on improving yourself in all aspects of your life, your career, your fitness, your emotional well-being, without announcing it to the world. Let your actions do the talking. This quiet but powerful transformation will not go unnoticed, and when the time comes, your return to a healthier, stronger version of yourself will speak volumes without you ever needing to say a word. The psychological impact of this is profound. When your ex sees how much you've grown without needing to announce it, it will make them feel the weight of their decision to leave. They will begin to realize that you have moved beyond the person they once knew, and that realization will spark a sense of regret and longing. The more you evolve silently, the more they'll wish they hadn't walked away. Now speak out and comment below. I control my mind, no one else does. Number 6. Rejection is redirection, turning loss into power. When someone walks away from your life, it can feel like a rejection, a sting that makes you question what went wrong and if you were ever enough. But here's the truth. Rejection is not a dead end. It's a redirection. Instead of seeing their departure as a loss, view it as an opportunity to focus on yourself, to invest in your growth, and to build a life that is fully your own. The Stoics believed that life's challenges, including rejection, are opportunities for personal growth. They understood that external events, like someone leaving, are beyond our control, but our response to them is what defines us. Rejection doesn't have to break you. In fact, it can propel you forward, helping you grow stronger, more resilient, and more independent. Imagine being an archer aiming at a target. If you miss, you don't stop. You adjust your aim. Rejection is just a missed shot, a moment to recalibrate and aim better. Instead of allowing the sting of rejection to drag you down, use it as fuel to improve. Focus on your personal development, your fitness, your career, your passions. Use this moment to build the life you've always wanted, not for anyone else, but for yourself. Here's the opportunity you have now. Stop viewing rejection as something that diminishes your value. Instead, see it as a chance to take the focus off them and put it back on you. This period of growth and reflection is not about making them regret their decision. It's about becoming the best version of yourself, regardless of their choices. What can you do? Begin by taking stock of the areas of your life that need improvement. Focus on developing new skills, improving your health, or achieving personal goals. Redirect the energy you once spent on the relationship toward your own progress. The more you grow, the more your confidence and sense of self-worth will flourish. Psychologically, this shift is incredibly powerful. When you stop viewing rejection as a defeat, you begin to reclaim your power. Rejection becomes a stepping stone, not a stumbling block, and it helps you grow into someone stronger, more attractive, and more self-assured. Those who once rejected you will start to realize the strength they failed to see when they had the chance. Now, speak out and comment below. I control my mind, no one else does. Number 7. Reverse validation, shifting the power back to you. When a relationship ends, it's natural to feel like you need closure, that you need them to validate your feelings, your worth, or the connection you shared. The truth, though, is that seeking validation from the person who walked away only gives them more power over your emotions. The key to reclaiming your power is to stop seeking their approval and instead let them seek yours. The Stoics understood that true peace comes from within. They taught that you should never give someone else the authority to define your value or control your emotions. By needing their validation, you're allowing them to continue to hold the emotional reins. But when you stop seeking approval, you subtly shift the power dynamics. You become the one they now have to prove themselves to, not the other way around. Imagine a powerful magnet that draws everything towards it. When you stop seeking their attention, you reverse the flow of energy. Suddenly, they begin to feel the absence of your presence and start to wonder why you're no longer trying to win their approval. Your emotional independence creates a magnetic force that pulls them back in, making them reconsider their actions and seek validation from you instead. Here's the opportunity you have now. Stop reaching out, stop trying to make them see your worth. Instead, focus on building yourself up. By doing this, you not only stop giving them control over your emotions, but you also create a situation where they must earn back your attention and respect. The more you focus on your own growth, the more you shift the power dynamic, making you the one in control. What can you do? Begin by shifting your mindset. Recognize that your value isn't dependent on someone else's recognition. Invest time in personal growth, whether it's focusing on your health, building your career, or nurturing your own passions. As you grow, you'll naturally become someone who no longer seeks validation. Your confidence will make others, including your ex, see you in a new light. Psychologically, this shift is powerful. When you stop seeking approval, you begin to attract more respect and admiration. Your absence will make them question their decisions, and they'll begin to feel the need to earn your validation. You've shifted the power back to you, where it belongs. Now speak out and comment below. I control my mind, no one else does. Number 8. Emotional minimalism, protecting your peace. When a relationship ends, emotions can feel overwhelming. The urge to react, to express anger, sadness, or confusion can be powerful. But here's the reality. Giving in to every emotional impulse not only drains your energy, but also surrenders your control. Emotional minimalism is the key to reclaiming your peace and strength. It's about carefully choosing where to invest your emotional energy and learning to detach from things that disrupt your inner calm. The Stoics taught us that true strength comes from emotional control. They emphasize the importance of not allowing external events to dictate our emotional state. When you engage in emotional minimalism, you begin to protect your peace. Instead of reacting to every trigger or emotional prompt, you choose to respond thoughtfully, not impulsively. This allows you to conserve your emotional energy for things that truly matter: your growth, your goals, and your well-being. Imagine your emotional state as a bank account. Every time you react impulsively, you make a withdrawal, but by choosing to remain calm and measured, you build your emotional reserves. When you don't allow yourself to be pulled into every emotional exchange, you create space for clarity and focus. This emotional discipline doesn't just protect your energy, it makes you stronger and more resilient. Here's the opportunity you have now. Choose to be intentional with your emotions. Instead of reacting to every message, every memory, or every trigger, pause and reflect. You have the power to choose how to respond, and by exercising this control, you can begin to feel more empowered. The more you practice emotional minimalism, the more you'll find that your peace is no longer dependent on external events or people. What can you do? The next time you feel your emotions rising, take a deep breath. Give yourself a moment to pause before you react. Ask yourself if this response will bring you closer to your goals and emotional peace, or if it will drain your energy. The more you practice this, the stronger and more centered you will become. Psychologically, this shift is transformative. As you begin to invest less emotional energy in external events, you start to feel more in control of your own life. This shift in focus will make you more attractive. People are drawn to those who are emotionally grounded and able to maintain their peace, regardless of what's happening around them. Now speak out and comment below. I control my mind, no one else does. Number 9, she lost you, not the other way around. Recognizing your value. When someone walks away from you, it can feel like you're the one who's been left behind, like you've lost something essential. But here's the truth. You didn't lose anything. She did. Your value was never tied to her presence, and the moment you realize this, your perspective shifts. She lost you, not the other way around. You were always the prize, and her departure has only revealed the depth of her misunderstanding of that value. The Stoics believed that our worth is intrinsic and not dependent on the approval of others. Marcus Aurelius taught that we should focus on our own virtue and strength rather than relying on external validation. When you internalize your worth and recognize that you are complete as you are, you stop seeing someone else's departure as a loss. Instead, you see it as an opportunity for growth, an opportunity for you to evolve into an even stronger version of yourself. Imagine a rare gem that's been hidden away, waiting to be discovered. It's not less valuable when ignored, but when someone finally realizes its worth, they regret not appreciating it sooner. This is how you should see yourself. The moment she left, she was the one who lost the chance to continue experiencing your value. Now it's your time to shine and to remind yourself that you are worthy of love, respect, and admiration, whether or not she sees it. Here's the opportunity you have now. Stop viewing yourself through the lens of someone else's decision. You don't need their approval to validate your worth. Instead, focus on reinforcing your self-esteem and recognizing your own value. Every step you take toward growth and independence makes it clear that you are not defined by someone else's actions. You are whole, complete, and deserving of respect. What can you do? Redirect your focus to your personal growth. Invest in your physical health, pursue your goals, and cultivate your passions. The more you grow, the more your confidence and self-worth will shine. As you become stronger and more self-assured, you will naturally draw the respect and admiration that you deserve, whether from her or anyone else. Psychologically, this realization is empowering. When you stop viewing yourself as someone who has been left behind, you begin to see your own strength. You'll no longer chase after someone's approval or feel diminished by their departure. Instead, you'll carry yourself with the quiet confidence that comes from knowing your own worth. Now, speak out and comment below. I control my mind, no one else does. Number 10. Become a cold flame, the balance of warmth and distance. In the aftermath of a breakup, it's easy to feel like you either need to shut yourself off completely or dive back into the relationship with open arms. But the truth lies somewhere in between. The key to maintaining your emotional integrity while remaining attractive is to become a cold flame, a person who embodies both warmth and distance. You can be kind, compassionate, and present in the world, but still keep a sense of emotional distance from those who have hurt you. The Stoics believed in maintaining inner peace despite external circumstances. Seneca wrote that we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. When you learn to live with emotional distance, you protect yourself from the pain that others might cause, while still remaining compassionate and empathetic. The cold flame doesn't shut down their heart, but rather it sets healthy boundaries to prevent others from taking advantage of their vulnerability. Imagine a flame that burns brightly but remains untouchable. It provides warmth and light, but it doesn't let itself be extinguished by the wind. Similarly, when you choose to remain emotionally resilient, you create a presence that is both inviting and protective. You don't let anyone's actions or decisions dictate how you feel about yourself. Instead, you burn brightly on your own, maintaining your peace and emotional independence. Here's the opportunity you have now. By becoming a cold flame, you create a balance between warmth and distance. You can be compassionate, but not overly vulnerable. You can be present, but not available for emotional manipulation. This balance gives you the power to move forward in life, knowing that your emotional well-being is in your hands and not dictated by anyone else. What can you do? Start by setting boundaries in your emotional life. Don't let others dictate how you feel or how much access they have to your emotions. Be kind, but maintain a healthy distance. Focus on your own growth and healing and let the warmth of your energy radiate outward, but never allow anyone to take advantage of it. Psychologically, this shift will make you incredibly attractive. People are drawn to those who are emotionally independent and resilient. Your ability to remain composed, kind, and distant will make you seem strong and intriguing, and will make others, especially your ex, realize that you are not someone they can easily manipulate or control. Your cold flame will become a symbol of strength, mystery, and emotional depth. Now, speak out and comment below, "I control my mind, no one else does." You thought her apology was the answer, but now you see it for what it really is. A reminder that you're better off without her. You didn't lose anything, you gained everything. She didn't take your power, she only revealed how strong you really are. If you're ready to take your strength to the next level, like this video, subscribe and comment below. I am unstoppable. Stay strong, keep rising, your future waits for no one, it's yours to claim.